And just like that, folks, another day's in the books for the stock market. And let me tell you guys, today was not the best day at all. We had the Russell go down 1.6%. We had the NASDAQ and the S&P go down about 0.7, 0.8% each, as the Dow Jones went down over 1%, and we had the VIX up almost 9% on the day. So we're going to break down the markets very quickly in this video, charts, individual stocks, what I'm looking to do. But before we do that, guys, of course, don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. Up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. All you guys have to do is use that link down below, or just go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Simply open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000 right off the bat, and fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys, fund it with at least $5,000. On top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google, guaranteed. And that part of the promo, guys, is limited time, so use that link down below. And of course, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. And again, guys, let me tell you, the markets did not do well at all today. There were a handful of stocks that went green. Funny enough, a lot of them were big tech. Meta was green earlier, which it ended up going down 0.8% on the day, which is funny because Apple went up 0.25% on the day, and we had Microsoft up almost 1%, as SWBI went up over 1%, and we had AMC up 0.9%. Pretty much, guys, those were the only stocks, and Tyson Foods that went up, at least on my watch list. I'm sure your watch list is a bit different. You probably have some different stocks on your watch list. But look, guys, SPY is starting to sell off. Well, it is. It's done it successfully. Down to the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. That's actually where we're holding right now at about $438, $440. You guys can see. So to keep things simple, guys, let's see what happens at this moving average, right? Do we fall through 438, fill the gap down to 432, which is right by the 180 SMA, or do we just bounce right off this point and then take the highs out from a couple of trading days ago? At this point, more than just a couple, about 3 weeks ago, which that high was right around 442. What direction are we going to pick? This is the moment of truth for the bulls, at least in the short term, guys. I mean, look, if we do fall through the 50 SMA, it's not the end of the world. The bulls will still be in charge. The uptrend will still be intact. And at that point, again, we'll have to see what happens at 432. That's a big spot, the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. And triple Q, let me pull that up and show you guys. This is still looking very bullish. We have the ascending triangle intact here on the 4-hour chart. Let me zoom in. You guys can see that. And obviously, we have resistance at about 373. We've been uptrending into that resistance, hence the ascending triangle. And with today's close, we went down 0.75%, but we're still above the 50 SMA, well above the 180 SMA. And let's say hypothetically we fall through this 50 SMA, we break under 363.50, which is my mark is at or below alert. Sure, we could go to 358 at that point, but even at that level, guys, the bulls will still be in charge. We'd still be holding the uptrend, and who knows, maybe we could get some sort of relief rally after that point. So the bulls are still in charge on triple Q, no doubt about it. We have that ascending triangle, and on SPY, at least in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And when it comes to the Russell, it's a little bit of a different story. Now we're getting rejected clearly at 1,900 points. We double topped at about 1,900 recently. Now we're under the 50 SMA. This is hanging on above, above the 180 SMA by a thread at this point, right? 1,800, 1,820. That's a big level of support now, which if it breaks, guys, the Russell could be free falling just like that. That's the reality of the matter. And the Dow, you guys know the Dow pretty much has done nothing all year. I mean, look, the Dow started off the year at about 34,000 something, right? 34, actually under 34, and now it's 33.9. It has not done anything, and we have big resistance at about 34.8. So let's see if the Dow could break that on the upside. And let me see what oil ended up doing today. Let's pull that up and see /CL. Probably nothing. It looks like oil, it looks like it broke even. It's slightly up right now, at least. It is above the moving averages still on the 4-hour chart, and we are, slowly peaking above that descending triangle, which is great, but is it fully breaking out? No, it's not. And when would it fully break out, in my opinion, guys? When we start breaking above 73, 75 bucks, that's where I think we could start to break out, at least in my opinion, here on oil. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And of course, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you guys. As always, make sure to subscribe as well. We're almost at 30,000 subs. That is a short-term goal here. So subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all. As always, without you, this channel here would not be possible. Obviously, you guys are awesome. So let me run through some stocks very quickly. I don't want to keep you guys too long in this late video. It's late when you're watching this. So let's see what moved today. We had a lot of movers, a lot of red stocks today, guys. Mercado Libre ended up getting destroyed. MELI is the ticker. This went down 7.5% today. And from my understanding, there wasn't any news. Maybe I missed something. Nope, no news. It looks like it just sold off and had its largest percent decrease since December 2022. So that's about what? 9 months ago at this point, 8 months ago. So not a good day for Mercado Libre, and we've been reversing to the downside on this stock. You guys can see we have a death cross. We're under both moving averages. Now we're holding on by a thread at the lows from a couple days ago at about 1150, which by the looks of it, guys, we have a descending triangle. This could break at any moment and send the stock even lower. So Mercado Libre in the short term is not looking so great, but the more beaten down it gets, guys, the more and more it could be setting up for some sort of relief rally where we could make some money. Square also pulled back on the day today, and it looks like it's right at, let me see here, it looks like it's right above the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Arguably, we have an ascending triangle here still, which kind of played out a little bit yesterday, but not really. Now, clearly, we're back towards the bottom of this, trend line. So let's see if we bounce on Square at about 63, 64 bucks. That's going to be a big spot. Coinbase is another one that I'm looking at here on the breakout, and I know there's a lot going on with the SEC, which makes this way more risky in the short term, but with a lot of risk, there's a lot of reward, which is why it's been breaking out. Clearly, as this thing has done very well in the past couple of weeks, and it is kind of overbought here, I'm not going to lie, but if Coinbase does start to pull back a little bit, maybe towards the lower 70s, high 60s, I would consider it as a more high-risk trade at that point. But honestly, I probably shouldn't even be touching this thing with what's going on. It's very risky, like I said, but it's on the watch list. I'm watching it regardless. We'll see how it ends up playing out. Let me see what other movers we had here, guys. DraftKings, DKNG, ended up going down 3.3% on the day, and it looks like here we are right by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. You guys see that right here. It looks like we're actually clearly holding the uptrend still, and we have an ascending triangle. So let's see if buyers come in here on DKNG anywhere from 25, 26 bucks, really in the mid-20s. That's a big spot for the bulls. Maybe we could be setting up for a rally towards 27. Maybe we break out of that point at some point. So DKNG, keeping a very close eye on it here in the mid-20s, no doubt about it. And let me see what else ended up moving, guys, before we wrap up the video. Again, don't want to keep you all too long in this video. JD went down, which this chart looks like freaking crap. 10 cent probably doesn't look much better. Yeah, it doesn't look much better. Pinterest sold off on the day. Let me pull it up and see. This went down about 2%. This still looks pretty good, guys. We have a golden cross here. We're above the moving averages clearly, and it looks like we just got a little bit overbought. Looks like it's just been consolidating here the past couple of days. So let's see what Pinterest does at around 26, $7-ish. Maybe we make a pop towards 30. Totally possible. Let me see what else, guys. Adobe ended up going down 1.2% on the day, and talk about a stock that has just ran up way too much. I mean, Adobe fits that let's say that criteria. I mean, it's gone up so much in just the past couple of months and in the past couple of weeks. I mean, look, just in the middle of May, it was at 330. Now we're at 480. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were at 520, guys. So if this comes down a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean a lot, towards, let's say, 420, the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, maybe at that point, I would consider it on the dip. But at this point, guys, it's just consolidating, and it could be setting up for a pullback, so keep that in mind. on Adobe. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo, up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. All you guys have to do is go down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, open up your account, fund it with at least $100, and you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys, the best part of the promo, fund it with at least $5,000. On top of those 15 stocks, you also get another free share of either Tesla stock or Google, guaranteed, which that part of the promo is limited time. The clock's ticking, so use that link down below. And of course, that's an affiliate link. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you later.